the future.
Atankuluga bigger. Oh, Ali, party party. Adikibia na nemunsama odinamo obiare kabio nanzo no kware de one veka ye chinchini kasafide ni afede ahaya na yepo oh ono one big big na benyi pink wabama yo obeka mayo obete na sumpo mobotu wana mobobayama yo na benyi pink wabama yo obeka mayo obete na sumpo mobotu wana mobobayama yo oh se na wisika sayedo kwaso na yefise yepo unjuma panyi na yefo Wano kasa yena yedo as I'm not in the Quebeco and nothing I won't go yet yo I'm a focus about what to do with you care for the needy you don't care about the paper all of the blessings and favor yeah I'm a focus about what to do with you care for the needy you don't care about the paper we ask God for protection and favor for you and I bring bring wabama yo obeka mayo obete na sumpo mobotu wana mobobayama yo wabama yo obeka mayo obete na sumpo mobotu wana mobobayama yo anobanko ya nzambankwa
The Future TV. The Future TV. The Future TV.
Right, good evening and welcome to the Democracy Show. Today happens to be the 18th day of the month of December 2025 and it's a Thursday. We are wishing you Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year in advance. And tonight I have in the studios with me the undefectable, affable Deputy Regional Youth Organizer and also the Regional Director for Youth Employment Agency. No other person than Abdul Hakim Mahama. He is my guest this evening. I'll welcome him, then we delve into issues. You know, YEA has been existed for so long and they are also doing their bid, most especially the NDC government. They are doing their bid to make sure that most of Ghanaian youth find something to do and they will earn something proper on the table at the end of the day. And Hakim has been doing the wonders so far as Western region of Ghana is concerned. So I welcome him and we delve into YEA issues this very evening. Don't forget that my sponsors are the best dishwashing liquid in the region. That is the Lane's multi-purpose dishwashing liquid. The chobbers want it, the restaurant wants it, domestic purposes, everybody wants it. Please just take the number on the screens, call and order for yours and it will be delivered to wherever you find yourself. My name is Nanabein Pinto and I welcome my guest. Hakim, good evening.
Good evening.
I promoted it.
That's fine.
Welcome to the Democracy Show.
Sure. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Sure. I think today is your first time being here.
Of course. I've been seeing you on social media everywhere.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm happy to be here today to also share my.
Sure. I'm also pleased to have you in the studios. I think first and foremost, I will let you look into your camera. Then you send your warm greetings to your cherished viewers and also people who makes your work so
easy and all. Yeah. So First of all, let me extend my greetings to the regional minister.
Okay.
You know, he was a former regional director
Yeah,
for
sure.
youth employment
Yeah.
here. So since I assumed office, he's been one person I've been going to, and he's been of immense support to me. Anytime I get opportunity, and then I feel like there's something bothering my mind, he's the first point of contact I go to.
Okay.
And he's guided me throughout.
Yeah.
I mean, the period, 8 months in office,
Yeah.
and then he's been so good to me. And then again, let me also extend my greetings to my staff, my supportive staff.
Yeah.
They've been of immense support to me. Within the last 8 months, what we've been able to achieve, without them, I doubt I would have been able to do that, you understand? Because they've been in the system for a very long time too. And my district directors, they've also been very, very supportive. And then my regional executive, especially my regional women organizer, deputy treasurer, regional chairman, vice chairman, organizer. I mean, all those people have been of immense support to me. So this evening, let me take this opportunity to greet them.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so I present to you Abdul Hakim Muhammad, the regional director for Youth Employment Agency in the Western region, to be precise. Yes, Hakim. So let's talk about time I assume office as a director. No.
So when I assumed office, I think in April.
Okay.
Yeah, April, May. That's when I assumed office. In Temeba, and the first thing I did was to have a familiarization tour, because it was my first time, working in the agency. So I needed to go around all the district offices to get myself acquainted with them and get to find out and where they actually work from. So I needed to get to know, say, maybe our office space, is it okay for them? For operations, I needed to do all of that. And also for one-on-one, for them to know that there's been a new director, and anytime they have issues, they could actually reach out to me and all that. So that was the first thing I did.
Okay.
Then when I finished, I came back and then said that, okay, I had briefings from those in my office, and they actually told me that the agency has been down for some number of years, and that they think that we needed to redirect the focus of the agency within the region. So I decided that, okay, the first thing I will do is also come to radio and let the people of Western Region know that there's been a regional director for Youth Employment Agency. Because nobody knows that there was an agency like that who actually provides sustainable employment for the youth within the region. Around. And I think I started with you. You gave me the opportunity to come to your sister radio station, and then we had some conversations. Right after that interview, a lot of people were calling me. They said, "Oh, you know, say some of an agency like that existed. You person will buy around, then you also come." And so I thought I went back again to almost all the radio stations within the region. I did fairly well. In some of the, so I went there, told them what the agency is all about. And I think this evening I also ran them through some of the few things we've been able to do.
Wow.
And then some of the models we have also introduced.
Okay.
And maybe our office, administratively, none of us on course we. So I had to restructure a lot of things. We might be so be all why you were saying a lot has changed.
Wow.
A lot has changed. And you say, oh yeah, the ABA own him say you're actually doing it. But people outside actually come to me and say that, when they appointed you, we thought you were a young guy, but then you actually, I'm not praising myself, but these are some of the things people actually see. And then when you ask into my officers and all that, and people outside, they will tell you that, oh, director, you've actually brought change into YA. I actually had to bring all my staff to the region, to the regional office, and I had a meeting with them and told them there's been a new sheriff in town. And see the old ways now we are focused. And then 2024 campaign, we campaigned on unemployment. The reset agenda we started immediately we won the election. This now if we all want to reset Ghana, we need the effort of all those people. And already in my mind said this is what I am actually coming to do. And they should all come on board. Into Nimna say you go contrary to the rules we have set. You have some questions to answer.
Wow.
Yes, exactly that. Yes.
Agent can unemployment as beside this question. What by no Anchebiana will review Zoom Line on contract. Then what it on hold and up to date in YNT BBR and people are home. Is there any hope?
I think when I started my media tour Monday, all the radio stations and that has been of a great concern. host ni bisa no call him for almost sending message now. These are some of the questions. I mean that was the first question they were actually asking. Say Zoom line for and almost sweepers, you know, what are we doing about it? You know, you know every government says people go around, we do auditing to find out or to ascertain say indeed the number of people almost system if any data na yabetone ye pa. So what we decided to do was that first of all we had a lot of people complaining because in the 21st century in this era there's no will be sweeper be and as we be mama and papa be and then the money you give him or her is just like 200 Ghana cedis and 150 Ghana cedis. So we actually sat down with the Zoom Lion and I mentioned to them that we want them to revise the amount of money now. I think they came up with some amount and it was still not enough. And then the government decided that, okay, and yes, I will need to cancel the contract with you because you are not ready to make sure, say, they will feel comfortable in doing the work. And you know, because they were paying them this small amount of money, not amount of course, me if you give me 200 Ghana cedi and ask me to go and clean, I'm not for PPs, until you are paying me 200, you want me to go and do all this work. Now me contracted, how do I get myself your friend is cured from the hospitals and all that? So we decided that we would have to abrogate the contract, and we did that. I'm sure it's in the media and all, everybody got to hear about that. And then the other complaint we also got was that some of them are complaining, say we've not paid them ever since we came and all that. Ever since we came, we have not engaged them. Your previous amount of money the previous government, you know, the audio. So when we came with this, the Zoom Lion has mentioned to us here the NECA some amount to be. So we wanted to know, say, indeed, scanner obonedi. And him say, yes, of course, you better do there. But amount of money now can it engine this ABI sanity. So we were taxed. People from head office came down. We went to the district offices. We asked them to come. And you know the funny thing? Yeah. Some of the regional managers for Zoom Lion was actually asked the sweepers not to come for the validation exercise. But I'm validated who are based in your community protection assistant for your office, you validate your moka. Skills training, your moka. Chief for our community health workers for also assistant, you know, say your moka. And you know, why would you stop if you do not have any your fairness sinister motive? Why would you tell your people not to come? You understand? Yeah. But we did our best. We were able to get almost about 90% of the people into one banner there. So when we had all those information, we went back and said, "Oh, Zoom Lion, we've been able to do the validation. This is what we have. So bring your list." But the fact that you have engaged people, no, also with your market, there should be records to show that at least you pay them. Yeah. Till date, they've not brought it. And if you have not brought your list, how do we pay them? Yeah. Because NSS for we don't want to be involved in scandals. Now, me as young as I am, me free how can na the yoko for any for Tamachi. So that's the reason. But then again, when we had a meeting with our CEO, a tremendous guy, very fantastic young man, Yanene Kasai, you know, he briefed us here because the concerns were there. Yeah. At a point in time, I've been out. Me back, you know, they told me say, I think 2 times. I think say me call around, me call some money to me around. Omo catch me say, "Ma me phone now be picket to my office." That's 2 times. Yeah. No man better me. So I wanted to address them. Until you call head office, and I mentioned to CEO and management, said this is what we are actually facing down there. No more chair said the match room now say they are just waiting for Zoom Lion to actually show up near reconciliation. Will pay them. The honest no more far omo catch say since your Zoom Lion your friends a sweeping contract no. Yankasa as why ye per se ye fat to ya also. Okay. Ye tua mame for no. And I also want to give them something substantial. Yeah, come on, almost 200 Ghana cedi and 300 Ghana cedi. No, we are going to make sure say your mom no less than 1,000 Ghana cedi. I don't know if it will change, but that is what we've been told. Into the Yaka chairman, you know, as a regional director, that is what I'm actually putting out, and that also comes with responsibility. There's no way we will engage you, pay you 1,000 Ghana cedis, and our roads and I say our community, market areas, you know, all those vantage areas now, coffee be break on, dirty. So we are going to ensure, say, all the areas now are dirty. Now these people are going to clean them 24/7. Yeah. That is how come we are giving them that amount of money. You know, say it's become a challenge. some of the district assembly and municipal assemblies, they've been able to come up with their own means, especially Ekmampo. Also, Ekma just anyway, also Makoto tricycles, more far waste, and he's doing well for himself. And let me tell you, you people are not only, people putting pressure on me. There are a lot of people, even the MCs, they actually calling me because they want to keep their communities clean. So we know the pressure is on us. But then, just as I have mentioned, next year we are rolling out the sanitation model again. Yes, of course. Now, they will go home with something very nice. Now, when they are coming to work, you know the time they wake up to come and clean the street.
Sure. Yes. I think 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Until 4 a.m. after a month, you give them 200 Ghana cedis. Some of them do not have PPEs, gloves, nose mask, so you are paying me 200 Ghana cedis at the end of 30 days or 31 days. Now you don't give me PPEs. If I contract any illness, how do I get myself cured and all that? You understand? And we as a government, and the NDC government, we have good conscience for our people. And we do not want to take them for granted. Absolutely. Next year, of course. There's no way we'll be hanging. We have decided on all these things, just as I have told you. Next year, we are going to make sure we'll clear all these things. Yes.
We know, sir, why a lot of programs we're rolling out for Ghanaian youth. And minimum crano. Meaning that of youth in abroad.
Working abroad.
Working abroad. Meaning that of a Juma Rao. Yes. So far, no. Then I'm why.
You can't why a youth employment agency, just as I've mentioned, and a vision is to create sustainable employment for the youth, especially within the
sustainable employment.
Sustainable employment, of course, and I'll delve into that. We create sustainable employment for the youth, especially within Ghana. And unemployment in yes, our youth employment agency. So under youth employment agency, your traditional models, I emphasize say any bedrock for the formation of the YE. Your model like community protection assistant. I'll be bringing a friend of community police, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of them around. I'll talk about it too. Your a fire protection assistant, IFN FSC, and your prisons assistants, and your ambulance service for. You understand? All these services now my bomb. Look, the previous government, MPP are buying in the last 4 years. They have a model like ambulance service. It means that they didn't even think about the youth. So what I say, they didn't have a model like fire protection assistant used to exist, but under a more time, we don't know the reason it didn't exist. Back, we said no to get something and to get the youth moving. Why don't we bring all these things? And fire service assistants. When you get these people on board, and I'm quite my beneficiaries on board, we are taking them to various vantage points. They are going to be a form of prompters. If there is any issue there, the first point of contact, they would call fire service. You have heard of prank calls, baby. Say most of the fire service in ambulance they are reporting say in a day they could get almost about 300 or 500 prank calls and all that. Sometimes calls but because we are from Mkwande, they need to be there. So these people are going into our communities and are in some mapped out areas to serve as prompters to the between community for and then the ambulance service and fire service for and let me tell you, these two models now about fire service and ambulance service na the aba back ambulance service is new near the aba, but fire service na order that MPP for buy no mutwam be the aba back. These two people, if I tell you the training they actually went through, marvel. These people, because a matter of life and death, we needed to train people on how to handle emergency issues. So they went for training almost a month and 2 weeks, and they went through vigorous training into certain basics at the point top-notch knowledge about how to handle casualties and all that. And you decided say Arabic teachers model. I'm sure say what's the Arabic teachers model said recently. The Arabic teachers model. There was a vice president who was a Muslim. And we were expecting that as a Muslim, Arabic teachers model, which used to exist when we were in power then. after mobile power, as a vice president who was a Muslim, they couldn't continue the Arabic teachers model. And that, I think, contributed to the abysmal performance within the Zongo communities. But Yabano President Mahama, who is not even a Muslim, and then Obi or a Christian, has directed the youth ministry, and then also they've also directed the youth employment agency to bring back the Arabic model. All these models are makanina. I'll tell you, in Western region, the number of people that have subscribed to what we are doing so far. And when you look at community protection assistant in Western region, you're 506.
Okay.
Community CPA for 506. I do round. And let me tell you the beauty of these things. Models are aside Arabic now, because Arabic, these are people who have gone through their own studies and all. And we just need them in the district. But ambulance, community protection assistant, and a prison assistant, fire nina. Do you know say they didn't pay anything? So you apply, we pick you, we take you there free, bring you back free. And do you know what I did, which was different from what other people have been doing? I was able to reach out to their MPs and MMDCs. Yes, I spoke to them and I told them that, look, these guys, a way of actually trying to help them, and they say, once they've availed themselves, they want to serve the community, and I think we need to do something for them. Agency back. When they were there, I spoke to some MPs who actually came through and gave us money to go and then give to these people in their various respective training centers.
You don't mean it?
Yes.
Can you mention some of the MPs?
Professor Grace did it. Honorable Imana Makofibua did it. Joanna Jankujo did it. Look, almost all the MPs did it.
Wow.
MCU supported. Ekman, Lawyer Bachman did it for them. And as we speak, on Tuesday, next week Tuesday, Lawyer Bachman is actually holding a party for these people who have availed themselves to serve the community.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
He spoke to me yesterday.
Wow.
Most of the MMDCs, Elembele, the DEC came in for them. The MP, which is Emmanuel Amakofibua, came through for them. Deputy Minister for Transport, Honorable Dorcas Afutofi. I called them and I said, Mommy, your people have gone for training. And as a way of supporting them, because these are people who have dedicated themselves to serve the community. What do we do for them? Also, how many are they? And I'm so let me call your district director. I spoke to him then. A conference call. So then come to my office. Let me give you this amount of money. And look, when they went there, MPs actually called me on phone.
Wow.
I picked the flight, went to Accra, and we all went to the training centers to visit these people.
Wow.
Yes, because we care about them. And unemployment is so serious to the extent that if you don't take it serious, something actually enters his mind. So the idle man's brain is the devil's workshop. Man can say illegal, but he will break into your room. Or break into a room. So I always say, we MPP now, we NDC. If you have money or you don't have car, on the end they also break in. So we took all these things so serious. Yeah, we really paid attention to this thing. That is how different the YE now. From the other ones. So Professor Grace, Lawyer Bachman, Honorable Kofi Bentil, we went to the grounds to check on our people. Wow. And at the point beneficiaries near the and look, when we finish with the training now, mobile, all the respective services, training, do you know that the MPs and the MMDCs actually said, say, the communities, so all the districts we have in Western region, I went to all the districts, and I have the pictures and videos here with them. So we started from the regional police commander, the Oko Ashanti region. So we spoke to him near presentation. Then when we finished, we didn't end it today. Myself and my team entered into the district and we met with the MPs, MMDs here. We handed these people to them. And the MOU now we have mentioned that a fraction of all the recruitment number should come from these people. And it's enforceable because there is no way we would have to recycle these people. So sign contract no, we have decided that Obia Yedenakum, community police and all the security services now, assistants now, our born home of the Indiana. There should be a way we would have to transition. And we have agreed, Interior Ministry, the Ghana Police, all the respective so to say, indeed, I will see a transition. Because look, they go for training for a month. They are giving certification. Then they deal with these people for these and some of these contributions, it didn't come from us. It came from even the respective police commanders. Because they said some of the people they actually work with, these are very good guys. And that's at a point in time, because these are people who have learned on the job. To who training require, you don't need much training. Yeah. So there were a fraction I enforceable, I was saying. And all these things, I spoke to them. Or more resources, I told the commanders and MMDC said they should give them some opportunity to also go and better their grades. And my ABR, you could be good. Maybe are now grade, because this time our entire system now about F year and disqualify automatically. You understand? Until we have told them say they need to make sure say they give them some ample time and they have a schedule for them. And we have also promised them all these people, not unlike the previous administration. We have told them we will never owe them. Until 3 months in near the Omoka. Yeah. The reason I know the Omoka is say nothing near the Omaba. And we needed to
more the police, the fire, the if anything police fire.
These are the two people I had your mobile first. The rest of them na fair na had your room. Okay. The room last month. And also go through the same process. I mean, fire and the police for the buyer. We had to validate them because some of them, scandal, just as I have told you. Because my CEO, Mr. Malik Basintelli, is a young man. I'm also a young man. You know, I just clocked 30. Yeah. I don't want to leave office and people will start chasing me. We are doing the right thing. So we decided, say, you can apply, all right. But if your mobile money number doesn't correspond with the name on your Ghana card, we do not agree. It could be, say, your mama number, but we do not agree. Your brother number, no. Once you have a Ghana card, we assume that you are eligible for any of the mobile SIM numbers. You understand? You know, we took our time, went through all the applicants na ya for money na I deploy your money. Me yako say mudi any more Ghana card any mobile money name no pana. We did all those things. And then you find out say binimu the name corresponded. Even though they had genuine reason, binimu so me my number and we indeed knew, but because we don't want any scandal, we told them to go back. No more cost san no more fambra. And they did just that and they bought it. Just last week Saturday, we had to offset all the friends arrears na the Now there's one part of this your friend is a modular. Me, I'm interested in that. And I wish I knew some of the things I've learned on this job earlier. I'm sure say I would have had I would have impacted a lot of people with the knowledge I have now. But it's not too late. I'm doing it anytime I get the opportunity to meet youth. I tell them to take advantage of some of the things we are doing. There's one model we call the youth skills training. Massive. Look, in Western region alone, as we speak, we have 2,077 people on that model alone. Yes. Just last month.
The youth in skills.
In skills, yes. We have 2,077 people on right now.
Wow.
And do you know what we are doing?
No.
We are not just giving them out for training. Why? The said we make sure that we give you sustainable employment. Just maybe your friend is in this show. No. I was just in my room. Na me didi na me television. No, there was an interview. Normal interview. Ghana Statistical Service boss. No, and then he mentioned that the solution to the unemployment in Ghana, he thinks is TVET. That is technical education. And me, I agree with him 110%.
Wow.
Look, to succeed in the world, you should have a certificate or a skill. But if you have a skill, not the education, you're a goner. But if you have a skill, you make a lot of money than even some of the people you see them in suit. The difference between them is that plumbing and then the or two of air corner. But I want to tell you for a fact that you are making more money than him. Yeah. And I've said this story before. Said there was one guy who was our neighbor, Papa now Mason. Yeah. And when I went to GSTS, now I come back to your friends and my former school, now I kakra. So this guy, your friend is a school, which is Holy Child. No, Oba mentioned or sending Papa so what do we call it? Plumbing. Or Kemtech Technical Institute. And then he told the father that no, he wants to also go to GSTS and read art or something. So he came to me for an advice. At that time, I was not experienced as I am today. But then because it was his father, I told him, so once your father has said that, we didn't look at the future.
Yeah, sure.
Sana de Papa Mason, he knows what actually goes into this plumbing work. Until the guy actually agreed and went to Chemtech. Oko Chemtech, no year, no. Oko Chemtech, or maybe or the man conform your plumbing down there to go and learn the practical aspect too. Oko your buy, no. Only Mr. Papa ni sit down there. Once we sit down, foundation works, and on the plumbing,
yeah, sure.
The banner, the finishing to install the sink. Because university by this guy had built 2 houses.
I know an idea.
Yes, I know an idea. This guy had built 2 houses. Honestly,
wow.
When you go to my area, they'll tell you he's dead. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Oh. Young guy, very young guy. Oh, yeah, Chemtech. But I finished GSTS and went to the university. Maybe back on. This guy had built 2 houses. So TVET, look, you know, I've had people from CalBank, I've had people from TTU who have agreed to join some of these models because we spoke to them. We told them that let me tell you this. All the courses you are reading in the university is okay. But when you finish, for you not to be a burden on government and even on your parents, I think you need to take chance with some of these things. Look, let me run you through the modules we have. To the extent that we legalize your friend is Okada riding.
Yeah, sure.
So motorcycling is part of our youth and skills training.
Okay, wow.
And we have almost about 300 people who have subscribed to this module.
Wow.
We have apparel production, which is sewing. A lot of people. We have painting. Painting, we get you on board. Hairdressing, your tiling, your ICT, both hardware and software. We allow that. Your catering, we also we also have those people there are training. We have AutoWorks, which are the mechanics. To all aspects of AutoWorks, we do those pairings. Wow. Your glazing, glass, sliding doors. Your POP works. POP, you know. Your carpentry, your electrical works. Boys normally electrician. We also try and put them on. Your plumbing, your beauty care. You know now that's the order of the day amongst the ladies. Obia episodes your makeup, and you brought some people to me. Say member almost we've sorted them out. I'm sure they've told you. Yes, and
I think 8 girls.
And you did well because not everybody will come through for them. Some about so we are a group, you be a shop, and do you know one of them is actually a graduate from Takoradi Technical University, and she said that she wanted to defy the odds because makeup so she decided that she wanted to do that, and she's doing very well. Just last week, you will be on Ankasane shop. Now, to all these people, they are almost training. And your plumbing, you said you're making your welding and fabrication, your masonry and brick molding. 2 person you mason, person you the way you blocks as well, and so your bead making, your weaving, your baking, into your baking. Now all these things that I mentioned, oh, they catch me. If you learn all these things, you become a burden on government. No, you don't become a burden on government. So it is important to say,
own boss.
Oh, wow, own boss. If you're a plumber, do you get up and say you are going to look for work at your friend and say the ministries? No, you even be making money. You feel like go and ask. Yeah, we know some of our people who work at the ministries and they are not making much. But I know plumbers who are actually making a lot of money. Look, let's go to the same ministries. People have not built. But my small boy now makes us all call Chemtech. He had built 2 houses. Or the Bima rent no ankasa or move your the man or the free man. So look at some of these things. Until Obi friends welding and fabrication. Or yes, burglar proof in manana. Or you're bedding to the
and they been here quadruple sets.
Yes. Well, they don't cry your types or you understand. But these things are there and you focus on the free. So I'm Obia, Co school bia, or so you are Konya Benjuma. And I'm telling you, if some of us knew some of these things, I mean, earlier, I don't think we would chat the part some of us actually went. But the orientation is there. I invited the TVET director to my office, one of the colleagues, and I told them that next year we need to do something different. Because the notion around is that we'll be a technical school, be a radical person, and then no. These people are creative guys. For them to make, say, be a plumbing, no, your friend is saying, we know a share. Not the sink is so. It takes a creative mind to do that. So next year, we are coming up with a program where we'll go to the technical universities, reorient the minds of the people there, and let them understand, say, you people are the most brilliant people. And we need more of you. And we need you to be serious. And let me tell you, the TV director, I'll say, they've had people, my students who are teachers for natural media. Now, these people are doing better than the teachers. Just because I'm on my masters. I'm on my cry So when I watch TV and then Ghana Statistical Service boss and I can't no, it dawned on me, so no, we need to up our game. And our minister for youth, he has said it, that if really we want to curb unemployment in Ghana, then we need to take TVET and our skills training serious. So in Western region alone, we have 2,077 people.
My members are into all the skills here, Abuboya, Abo carpentry, Abo plumbing, Abo medicine, and so others, you know. We're rolling for honor, or your masters, another or your apprentice pay and our worship.
So now, it's 2,077 for here, my commerce. These are more subscribers on Person Jumano.
Apprentice?
Yes, 2,077. We apprentices for
wow.
As we speak, we've paired them with their madams.
Within the Western region.
Within the Western region. Next month we are doing orientation for both the madams and then the apprentices for now.
Okay, so apprentice for the 2,000 plus. Madam
for no. It depends.
Masters.
It depends. Ebia for 10. Kwa no mo madam ba kwase.
Okay.
We look at capacity and we give you these people. Ebia obet ma agin for one. We want an effective implementation of this program. Capacity 5. Near 20 by force. There are a lot of people. Yesterday when I went on radio, Namekans youth in school training, master craftsmen have come to my office. Say he said next year they want to go with that. And you know what? This government is actually doing 1 million youth in skills training.
Okay.
Yeah, but say at the end of our 4 years, we are training youth 1 million in youth in skills training. The beauty of what we are actually doing is say, yeah, you more Emma Madam for master craftsmen, I'm a match on Madiano. Every month we will give them an allowance. Yeah, more allowance. No, yeah, madam, no so allowance. Into we madam, na so one call for 5. It's 200 Ghana and 250. So you multiply by 5. We pay you every month. You understand? Every month. You be tioka. And then we are also orientation so I'm on because you don't just earn the money.
Into madam Nenya 250 cedis and 200 apprentice on the
Benya 500 Ghana cedis.
Constant.
Yes, constant.
Be it olisha painting, and olisha plumbing, olisha carpentry, olisha the palm, those kind of things.
But obi oko your friend is saying, or your nursing student, your man allowance. Your man allowance. Teacher training, your man allowance. Other than informal sector, and almost your mom allowance. Because almost all the nursing for the teachers, once they are done, automatic job, employment or. But these people, when they are done, and when almost we set them up.
After completion.
Even through the completion, no money they buy one by one because set you up. Until within the course of training now, then we bring the machine. And yet butterfly machines, no. This is the industrial machine, which costs around 4,000, 5,000 near the amount. And today I've told you I'll be working with you people. Next year your orientation will bring all of because we want to make sure say within Western region we'll be able to say this is what the government is doing because 2,077 people there and a small number. Be open ceremony how they got there. And look, all these things we are doing, it is devoid of political colorization.
Okay.
Thailand. Party card, bra. Because unemployment, it means all this way MPP. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying, say, all these 2,077 people now. Are you saying that they are NDC people? No. You brought some people to my office.
Yes, sure.
Did I ask you their political colors? I didn't ask you. But my friend,
I don't even know
their political. But you wanted to help them.
Yes, sure.
They came
to my office.
Absolutely. Yes.
Then,
but also the mobile office.
Sure.
And what did I tell you? Even when I finished, I called you back to tell you, say, I'm done.
Yes, sure.
And you called them to confirm.
Yeah.
And they said, I've sorted them out.
Sure.
Did I ask of their political
No.
colors? I didn't do that. Political colors because Cronford Baby me as a regional deputy youth organizer. Mr. say, NDC deputy youth organizer not in fan. Yekobuno. Nedi say he see me driving a car, and I mean he's assuming that I have money. Nedi to be breaking over we are. Trust me NDC and I'm MP and PPP and CPP. You understand? So if we have an opportunity to help the youth within the region, we need to do that. You also asked me about work abroad no. Work abroad no. The reason why Youth Employment Agency and Ministry of Employment and Labour yɛ de wɔn gym no previously could hear say obetia yɛ say yɛ de nkɔfo bi akɔ Dubai yɛ kɔ yɛ ne yakɔ wɔ bi no mo sekan so we want to ensure safe migration. Obetia yɛ say yakɔ to a connection man biska yɛ say adwuma bi wɔ baabi na wɔn kɔ yɛ ne saa nneɛma no. So Youth Employment actually came in and said no. Obi gas person call Bruce Kusua adwuma. You can't tell the person don't go. Ono na say person call. But then because these are our people and your friend say your youth no, we needed to make sure say we find a conduit be safe among to travel. Until the yankasa ye to ye so say if anybody wants to travel, you be partner with some of the countries. And honestly the countries we actually had say Gulf countries no. Almost partisans. Into partisans almost say penkofo be 500. The 500 no, we share it across board to all the regions. The idea is be screening. First of all, what we look at is a passport. Do you have a passport, a valid passport? If yes, are you sound to travel? We need to look at all of that because one here's any money now the Bakotu coin. No issue. The government of the day because Youth Employment Agency can Ministry of Labour and Employment can And before say we travel no, as I say now, the employer no, or other country no, we make sure say you be broader consultation with them. Ni ehu adwuma kra o koye den, o koye, baby a okotena. So all the people we have taken outside from Ghana to all these countries Gulf countries, you know, we have a track of all of them. Every day in and day out we are monitoring how they are doing because they actually went through us to those areas. And in Western region we have some of our people who have gone there. We have taxi drivers, 4 of them have left. Artisans, you know, almost about 180. Yeah, you almost screening just last 2 weeks. Almost medicals no makono. Almost pass it through. They are medically fit to travel. Almost passport no BBI ready. Almost one person will do Christmas. After Christmas, no mako. So basically, that is what we are actually doing in YE. And now, me sure say if you follow what we have been able to do from YE head officer. There was a time I'm a boss can say graduate assistantship program. I was say young US school we need to actually get some of the government agencies near your partner and some of the private organizations near your partner so that they would actually pick these people for them to work with them. Now why year to Omoka. So as we speak in Western region, NIC, National Insurance Commission, as we speak, 40 of them. Because the 40 of them, we pick them in the metro. Say you come metro there, you are from here, so you know your first card second. So we pick them because of proximity. You understand? Because of proximity. Our office was at Tadisco down. So because of proximity, we had to pick those people, 40 of them. And they had my mom. And last week, me call we went to visit them. They are going through some training. We now have a validation. It's NIC FUI. Any Arabic teachers model. We now have a validation just on Tuesday. My office almost know we have started say ending of the month we'll pay them. E-commerce training. You know this time around there almost everything about social media. So you need GI is here partner and also 49 people. Yeah, the call Alliance 2 days. The D for an upper to a year. Free juice free and yet no almost white or more resource personnel or mobile how they can network, how they can also sell their ideas and products online. And also yes, I training at the moment. And then when I came to your other show, I mentioned to you that next year, YE Western region, we are going to look at some homegrown programs within the Western region. And then we have started having conversations on that. Make sure say CCTV installation is key. Make sure say we facility our the CCTV installation. I'm sure somebody actually did it. Me a safety person. Into all these things, I've taken interest in that. Into next year, we are going to make sure we will train youth in CCTV installation control system. Since you are you just sit at your home and I said you just be there, you control system. Absolutely, that's what we call the control system. So we are actually talking to some few people. And let me tell you, MPs within the region have agreed to sponsor some youth in this region to take part in that project. Until they say, I won't lie to you, when it comes to implementing some of our programs, finance has never been a challenge for us in Western region because we have able people. My ready, Honorable Joanna Jankujo, Honorable Imana Makofibua, Docas Afutofe, your friend is saying, Yura, Honorable Isatela. We na Kukua, Honorable Kukua Bisu. We know my ready say, if there is any homegrown program, they want to support and they make sure say the youth are there. We have 15 of the MPs now, you wanna. These are the people I've had direct contact with. And yes, maybe I'm here in DC, but these are people who actually call and then find out from us what we actually do. These people have told me point blank that if there's any program and I want their people to come on board, they are going to assist me. So basically, within our 8 months, this is what we've been able to do. Next year, we are going to do massive things. We are expecting, say, any money at the beneficiaries. Yeah, Maka, we don't do ghost names. I don't want to leave any bad record there. In Tiabas, I have 277. 77. We've been able to segregate them. Okay. Apparel production, welding fabrication, what do we call plumbing for her? Park and also we'll line them up there. Wow. And then we'll give it out. As we speak, maybe our office, I had some issues. Sewing machines, hairdressing machines, I could do police for no. I followed up on that. Now I catch them say these are goods. Our farmer beneficiaries, all come in warehouses here, and we do not have document to trace all those people and money or money. And it goes is here, safety boots, baby. I say, but me as a youth, I've told you my age, and I've told you some of us what we actually go through. Because people actually come to us, why you say anything? We want to shelve those things off our shoulders. They decided to say, so more than money bank because they've told us how much we are going to make sure we'll give you to anybody our go through your hands. Bakumponka in warehouse. Bakumponka because we don't. Say nyame kwa family born in Chemi. Say I decided to say we'll keep on employment in Ghana. Yeah, I don't know what I want to hold the things. I can't hold them. No go and I say no that would be bad of me. You be making sure say better mama here. Wow.
It was a good day. Abdul Hakim Mahama Edin Komone YA Regional Director of Western Region. Now Hakim Mamimbisa. So far, what have been the challenge?
Challenge. Maybe I know the honestly, me, I'm a blunt person and I say this administrative challenge within the region. Because maybe I had a meeting with them and I told them my vision. And I told them I'm a sharp guy and I always want things to work. And I think that because of their old ways, they got addicted to this form of, I'll say this thing, like laziness. So I had to rechange some of the things. I mean, Mr. San, I'm from meeting, just as I mentioned. Before we meeting, the whole Western region, from today onwards, I have decided to come and work for the youth of the region. A lot of things should change. And you know what I did? I started from home. It comes home from my office. Yeah. The charity begins at home. I told them, my 16 regional staff, let me tell you this. From today onwards, if you know, say, Obaba late, don't come. Because we do not entertain lateness. Because there are a lot of things for us to do. Mesanso Catcher almost said there is no way you look. So at a point, some of them could excuse themselves from work without formally informing the office. Because it has been a tradition. When I came and made this, it became difficult for some people. Even young people who party for feel like your party about power and they won't come to work. You can ask my staff what I did to them. I told them I'm also a party person. I'm a regional deputy youth organizer. I don't think you have more work than myself. Yeah. And if say a committee, I don't even if the president is even visiting the country, people actually go to meet the president. But for me, I've decided that I need to stay in the office because I've seen the president before. We have worked with the president before. But you more grounds I stay in the office. So I see no reason why you think you're a party person. You would want to go out when it's time for us to work. I don't do that. My mom wants to share to administrative challenges as we speak. And people outside have seen it. Somebody actually walked to me and said, Director, when you came, I've been monitoring you. I thought you were a young guy, you couldn't manage the office. But this is actually the first time I've seen that your people are closing at 5 o'clock. Wow. Yes. And you can ask everybody. We brought a lot of changes to some of the things we do. When I came, there are some offices are no more pretty or kitchen. You can ask them. When I told them, no, you can't operate in a kitchen. Obiba, No, but to say you are working from a kitchen, there wouldn't be any respect for you. Quickly, I engage with the DCs and they change it for them. I went to Shama. Shama didn't even have an office. Yeah, they were more common environmental for office. They are operating from wheelbarrows, brooms, go. Quickly, I went to the MC, Honorable Otis. Very, good guy. Because I'm catching and say, look, I've spoken to Honorable Emiliata. I have told her, say, you may have said, oh, Shama, because this is actually the first lady to win the seat, and she's good. We need to assist her. Give us a good office space. Me and no one, Juma. Not okay. On a coordinating council director, Bekasa. Me call and they called me the next December, months or man allocate office. And they say any more a ECC officer, and they started working from the office. So fairly, I mean, maybe any challenges now, but when it comes to finances, I don't think I have issues with finance because head office through, and then our CEO, I'll lie, he's brought a lot of changes to IE. Those times, previous, I swear to God. Today I was just talking to one of my regional I told him, say, look, my coming to IE to come and help the youth, I think I've enjoyed the fact that I have the ability. There's no program you will draft, go and discuss with him, no about to good unless the program not feasible. But once program so this thing will say go and meet with the patients, discuss, then we'll give you the approval, you do it. Do the next year, you will see a lot of action. And look at how we did the graduation for our people. When will be that? When will be that? And if I tell you the number, these 2,077 people no more school training, we have a backlog of people there. Yes, so he has promised that in January they'll open up again for us to pick people.
Let's talk about this. Sure. Ghana na IT. Most of the youths, say ekede won't call internet, na won't call apply BBA, na kasa bechi, those kind of things.
Yeah. So
some people find it difficult to go online.
It's true. Yeah.
Registration.
Anytime a baby model will be we have a lot of people, even senior members in the country. I'm going to catch us. But why is everything online? But that is the safest way to prevent you yourself from getting into trouble. In my office, you know what I have done. Maybe the offices didn't have internet. I have connected all the offices to with your friend is internet. My name is district directors, 16 of them. They got internet in their offices. Until the BA model, you make your announcement. Your catcher say if you are not able to go online, pick your Ghana card, and I'll show you something on my phone. Look at the number of people that have sent their Ghana card, all the way from Nzema. So you see them.
Okay.
It's just your Ghana card, your mobile money, and all the necessary details. Now you have to register on. Into almost send their register, then we'll send their codes back. It doesn't matter where you are. The fact that you can pick a phone and reach us, just call us and tell us, say, oh, I'm from this district. You better direct to. One to me and call her. Anytime you're ready, just go there, show your Ghana card, and then go there. Okay. Until the was administratively, I had a challenge. But my catcher almost said the work is too big, and I didn't want them to put up that attitude. Until this time around, Nkofo complaining say online is becoming an issue for them. Then I was here director of mobile district office. Not staff now every month. You have time with the people and register them. If you go to ECMA, Oko secondary, any SCAD, it's there. Oko Takradi, when you go, the staff are there. The computer is there, connected to internet. What is your name? Which of the modules would you want to apply? But I forgot to also say we have a job center. And the job center, we've done a change to the whole job center thing. And it's a different level now. Job center now. Do you know that we have an office, a department within they look for job for people. The formal sector job. Yes. Maybe I am catching. So okay, now it is headed by Madam Gina and Mr. Stanley. Okay. These are the two people who are job center. And I'm saying, no, what we are actually going to do is say there are people who want to apply for schools abroad and even normal applications for NIBI. It is part of your mandate as YE to shape careers and give some form of advice to some of these young and our youth within the community. So, and this is your job center. No? They will be responsible for one internship. They will be responsible for getting contact with other companies to make sure say maybe our more engineers will be able to give you these qualified people. This same job center will be responsible for making sure so people apply school abroad and locally we help the person and scholarship. So there's a whole job center for that. After that, when I came, that was the first thing I actually did, to engage with the heads. And I told them that I have taken interest in all of that. In all of that, I've taken interest in all of that. Just at the end of this year, I'm also from next year, I'm on you, because we've been able to do all these traditional models. But next year, I'm activating that office. Until I'll set you up, give you some funds. You go around and activate all those companies now. And a rapport, and tell them that there's a new director in town who has taken interest in getting employment for our people within the community. Next year, now, 2024, when we were campaigning, I was asked to go to the ghettos. There's no ghetto in Western Region I never visited.
Wow.
And if you go there, you see the number of able guys there. Some of them also bought I say, don't worry, the NDC government will come and then give you a job. Until you decided next year, we are taking the media and ourselves to the ghetto. And then with pen and paper, we are going to make sure any of this work in the we will register them. Wow. And then make sure we'll get them in a job. We'll be able to, I think that the next time I'll come, I'll tell you the number of people who've visited in the ghetto. There was a story of a young guy, Kwesi Simpson. And it was a funny thing. Yeah. Almost everybody was laughing.
Yeah, sure.
I was not in the country then. When I saw the video, quickly, let me say, even some senior men within the region, some of them were laughing. And I told them, you don't need to laugh. This is a young boy who is lost. And he's saying that, and you are laughing. Of course, you can laugh. But beyond the laughter, what do you actually do for this guy? Yeah. Because you could see that this guy had lost focus. And now sometimes, we are naive of some of the things they do. When I came, immediately I arrived in Accra. I picked the phone and called Kwesi Simpson. I said, you know the guy you actually, I want to take interest in that guy and then make sure that we'll give him a life. And we did that. And he directed me to NACOC and all. And I follow up. So we don't just sit down like that. We are going to make sure that next year we'll go to the ghettos. Because I'm convinced there are a lot of more people like him there who are naive about a lot of things. But if you are able to take them out, I'm sure say anytime I'm coming to the radio, I meet many of my banner, I say, we've given them hope. So next year, the agency is going to give hope to all those people within the ghettos that are willing to come on board. And we also convince some of the people to also come on board. We have also spoken to the management of TTU. Even the SRC president, I've invited him to my office. I've told him that next year we are going to collaborate with them to do a lot of things and make sure say we orient the minds of even the people in the university. Yeah. Because we are university, Obia Jane say, oh, my car got spoiled. I went to the mechanic, and it was a Benz specialist. A guy now, he was my junior he didn't come to meet me in the university though, but because of my influence on campus, sure. he knew me. Don't know say, hey boss, Charlie Abahadia. I'm saying, so mechanic say, no, boss, the money, me a mechanical university, minibank every day, beer or then come here then, he's there. University guy, we a national service, so he's doing it. Oh. I feel no practical aspects, but I think go who ya. Our campus, he will come back and then be learning at compare. Back how to fix cars and all that. But I feel we a service no. Oh yeah. I'm not saying it's being a haste to do those things, but from level 200 300, 400 if you know say you want to be an electrical engineer and all that, depending on where you want to go to somebody, because the people, local people, they are experienced people, they can actually tell you do this, don't do that. Before so baby no cry no, and obey university abey service no cry. Now ultimately wire dying, ultimately repair cars. So we are taking it to the universities, the final years, the level 300s. We want to talk to them and let them understand. Say, whilst you are in school, I think it is important that you intern with some people who have got a skills training, because to have a skill and a certificate, a wild.
Okay.
To have a skill, yeah.
Right. Market canning, ambo textiles. There, it's them. Me that's a tie and we have you to award the means and money. Yes, Pabua. And we have you to once way in Pabua. And I plans be a horse. You
brought somebody to me, Tofik.
Yeah.
Yes, Mohammed TM shoes.
Yeah.
Very good guy. All the shoes crab me. He came to yes. I spoke to Menena Kasa. I've helped him register his company. We are trying to give him some guidance. We've spoken to the African Industrial Solutions. Omona yeni omoye say a project we na. We have told them that next year they need to give us the opportunity to also suggest to them some of the things within our region. Bead making in Western region we don't do bead making here. Voter region, Eastern region.
Bid making members a photo to
I didn't hear the year Tomana Casano. So I didn't hear the shame. Yeah, you know, Western region.
Okay.
Yeah, no, your friend is saying Eastern voter region. The bid making, you know, Western region, we are not part. That is the same way we as regional directors should be able to identify them because shoe making, yesterday when I went to radio, 3 or 4 people actually called me and said they are also good in shoe making. And yet they also should see, where they make shoes.
Manufacturers.
Yes, they make shoes and kasa. And more equipment, and boy, they say, and the guy you actually brought to me, do you know, as we speak, he has 5 people they are working with him.
Okay.
3 of them are females.
Wow.
And do you know the school they are attending?
No.
TTU.
Wow.
Yes. And TTU, they've taken interest in how to, make shoes. We spoke to them, a Zoom meeting, and I put that before them. Next year, we are getting some of the homegrown projects, to that AIS model, and then we'll make sure we support them.
What about the textile, the tie and dye?
The same thing. I've not had anybody approaching me on textiles.
Well, people are on me.
So once they are on you, we'll add it to some of our conversations.
Okay.
Yes, because I got it from Accra.
Okay.
How
was a candy or
you understand? Nice, we need to empower those people. We need to do that. And why here, let me tell you, if we have 300 million, 98 or 99% of that money should go into beneficiaries. Say, you're making sure we can actually train them and set them up so that they don't become a burden on the government. Okay. Any idea that would inure to the benefit of the youth, we are in. You understand?
My yebo na and this grassroots, even when one share of the cake, because yesterday
I'm not actually trying to cut you short. Yes, 8 months in office.
Yeah.
And most of the time within our first year, preparatory works. Until we do hear some of these things. But we as leader, I'm a regional executive. It is incumbent on me as a regional deputy youth organizer because omo complaining now the honest truth is they are all youth. They are youth.
Yeah.
Whether a lady or a guy, they are all youth. And sometimes when they come to us, we tell them that don't worry. You say minimum how munyanya BBCC. If you my regional youth organizer, are you aware say up to date onyare?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, but he's optimistic. Say within the last 8-9 months, we a preparatory stage because government and afin have form here we feel can here really 2026 budget and money na and next year I'm sure and I'm very hopeful say obia benya na chefa I'm contesting for regional youth organizer next year some of us we've taken interest in some of these things. Yeah.
Okay. For that if you come and na catch me say nyame adoma
of course and it is my will. And then youth organizers following within the region have also met me and have told me to also contest for the regional youth organizer position because they know that I have the expertise in leading them because I've learned a lot within this period of time. And my boss is on contested bill, and these youth organizers came to me and I told them that I'd already had that discussion with my boss. My boss is on, and my boss no cry and catch him and say, Uncle Bill, he wants me to be there. Why? Because maybe D as deputy regional youth organizer, he's seen the things I've been able to do. And I'm sure even those outside, they have also seen. Because my boss was a deputy regional youth organizer. And I'm a movie call for it and son Ameba. I was a then team president. Yeah. And I was working with Honorable Emmanuel Amabua too. So I garnered some few experience and I'm setting in. Maybe inside, people were thinking that probably I've been in the system for, but I have learned on the job.
Wow.
And I think taking up that mantle as a youth organizer, I'll do well.
Okay.
Yes. And next year we are coming up with some projects. Okay. And who say yes, we are ready and prepared for the job.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm a regional executive going now. They endorse me
Okay.
because they know I'm an active guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Right, so that is Abdul Hakim Mahama, Osin Company Aduma Abeba as substantive youth organizer. Or regional, you know, I want you to know confirm and umbra number Bujuma. Now, Yami advance Saturday. Or work with the regional minister.
Yeah.
Yes. I have some number.
Yeah, so I mean everybody should come on board. Almost all the MPs are coming. We need to work with the regional minister. I think geared towards your friend is saying, I see you know, you know. So I think people should also help in this ICU thing because we do not have some in the region, which is a problem. Most of the time, if we have critical issues like that, I think it's also somebody call interbeting in Cape Coast and all that. It's in work in the we are all coming. All the MCs we have in the region are coming. The youth from the ghetto youth are coming. Everybody is coming. All the MPs are coming. Maybe I'm not being able to come. You know, he did one. And it was massive. This time around, everybody very massive, very more massive. Everybody should come on board. And join us work with the regional. And he's doing well.
Yeah.
Anytime you go to his place, you will see a lot of people. Office are busy. A youth employment office and the regional minister's office. Yeah. And sometimes I meet him and say, hey boss, position is regional director. Because almost every day there are people in our office.
Yeah.
Coming up with say when you go to the regional minister's office too. Obi alcohol. Yeah. And it's not as if it's almost say regional minister. Anyhow, he's there. Or catch him and say, no, come. He wants to listen to you.
Yeah, sure.
That is the first time we're having an accessible regional minister. Yeah. And those times, I can say a Pobio free regional executive, you know, so a grassroots person. Indeed, we've tested and then we realized that no, it works. It means that almost every time I'll say for free the local people. But first, not to I say your coffee will be free, baby. Somebody who doesn't understand the grassroots. Yeah. But this time you try a grassroots person. You know. Things are actually moving on well. Yesterday, I got working visits in all the municipalities and districts. Wakwaba. It means that just you didn't see he's visited them almost about 3 to 2 times. It means that he's good at what he's doing. Here in Ayembra on Saturday, let's come and support Honorable Joe Nelson, the president within Western region. We are also not a regional director for
sure.
I'm very optimistic saying the coming years I'll be a regional minister.
So this Hakim, the last thing I maybe say now, media koye. You know when it's Christmas, all roads leads to second D. Yes, I had a bronya. Yes, this masquerade thing. I know regional minister. Also, be Shemikena now on their call or at the next level, and at there. I so be that. I shall only be
that. So this year I had an agenda. The agenda was that I was not actually going to stay around.
Okay.
I wanted to spend it somewhere. But me heard the way I wave in the car.
Yeah.
Me don't me free taka there. Ever have me.
Yeah.
Mube chile jami.
Yeah.
And as a commander within the youth wing, I was a meeting stay around. Now me shata I didn't be.
Yeah.
Na yan chilling boom.
Okay.
You see all work and no play. And I have some people from Accra, even in Sunyani, who are coming because of this masquerade thing.
Oh, wow.
And it's a big thing.
Wow.
Unlike the Accra, almost dirty December, you need to come to Ghana. No?
Yeah.
Tax credit is the real deal when it comes to Xmas.
Yeah.
And this issue of regional minister, so Shemukinano, I think we need to, personally, I need to even see minister on that.
Yeah.
Say, tax credit. I mean, it's already on top when it comes to Xmas. But then there's more room for improvement on some of the few things we need to do. Made in Takadi is back. Tomorrow, they're having a symposium for the youth.
Yeah.
They want to talk to the youth, and I'll be there. So I think that the next day, that is when they're having the Made in Takadi, and some few family.
Saturday morning, you regional minister at work, and you're really Made in Takadi.
Yes. It's coming back.
Yeah.
But you know how the Takadi economy is. Move.
Yeah, sure.
But we need to make sure, say, I've always, when I travel to South Africa, I saw something, I think it will probably be the next conversation.
Okay.
Secondly, one may be a party office and all. And you see the high-rising buildings.
Yeah.
I was told, I wasn't there. I'm told that those times was rich people who were actually living there.
Yeah.
If you go to South Africa, on a high-rising building and all. And by now, people and Ghana tourism industry na one for no agency no
Yeah.
kaba na o be painting away some this graffiti nyama bi na my hand say colors and some colors be they do the same thing in South Africa. Nti come unam sa area and you know that all those areas layout near very nice.
Sure.
Omu here no mu the boat ato nsuo no so. Nti nka binemu ba dirty December ni say no. Secondly is one of the oldest communities in Western region. Because of how nice the whole place is looking.
Lawyer Blaze so secondary bronya.
Yes, you will see how nice the place is. There is a boat, what we call cruise.
Yeah.
Me call South Africa had a cruise on the boat,
Wow.
and it was nice. People actually want to, and it was just 30 minutes. You know how much they charge? It's just something small. That community alone would have created a lot of things. Sometimes I'm there, I'm like, Takoradi is the real deal.
Wow.
But we've still not been able to identify what will actually make Takoradi the German town. It's still a German town, but I think we need to actually step up on some of the things we do.
Okay.
They said the worker minister to Obeshemu Kinano. I would have to also meet with him and share with him some of the ideas I have and all that. And the 21st na yeko work na 20th na yeko work na 21st na yeko Kofi Kenyatta.
No
20th no anopa na yeko work no. Na nyumbre na yeko
Kofi Kenyatta.
Straight. The awareness and masquerade dance no.
And I started
And to also say 25th say till. We are expecting some people from Accra, my friends from Accra and all that. They are coming to Takoradi. I wanted to move there.
Okay.
But I said no. Last year I was there.
So they
This
should
year you
come
people should
around.
come down hang. I'm sure you see me in town.
Yeah,
Just as we do.
Definitely. It's why for more you want to be on Mokaka de Bronya.
Yes, they'll pay them. We paid them just last week Saturday.
Okay.
This December we are paying them.
Lawyer
Lawyer Backman Crass and so a party I'm a beneficiary. The beneficiaries ECMA.
Wow.
Or a party amount to appreciate them for the fact that they've come out to serve the community and all that. He called me yesterday. We had a nice conversation. And I don't think he should even get a contest.
Okay.
MPP for Kamema won't try. Because what that guy is actually doing, he's doing well.
Wow.
And yes, of course, with the youth, he's doing really, really well.
Wow.
Obi Obe try be Obe Buni Naimu.
Okay.
Honorable Kofi Bento too is doing well.
Yeah.
Obi Obe try be Obe Buni Naimu. Timamo Obi and try say Obe contest this young man.
Okay, so with the masquerade, a dozen, why wanna or share so Obesha matter?
Review, me secondary youth organizer, Kwekuima. Yes, I
said, oh, yes, it's Jana.
I'm not 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Me person me join Oyo City.
Okay.
And a lawyer Blade, so also you know Xmas in secondary.
Sure.
I know the I just want to hang out with lawyer Blade.
I didn't tell me I'm more yes, Kek is there. You are going the CEO for Ghana Gas.
Yeah.
And there also
Secondary, then I'm a catcher on say. Secondary is one of the oldest towns.
but it's kind of Yankees, so say a more bell attire.
Oh, it's kind of one.
It's a honor, Dr. Grace.
Doctor, that's my good friend. Oh, and I'm a district director, Jacob, very active guy. Omo famba me, omo dey near that bay.
Ye boom.
Moya boom the same. When I say we dey, I'm a say. Of course, I was meet me here, Mobia. Me say, oh, of course. I didn't know say honestly, I didn't know say it's card of.
It's card of.
Me all along me say tap card in it. Second.
Yeah, but it's kind of for no join second day.
It's kind of
because
they
have banks.
And they now they no to me pam Oyo City for the name mama and it's kind of for the nanka. Me because I don't want to be biased. Nanka me share fin.
They have Obiaso on the colors.
The colors na America no.
We deliver colors.
Me pam Oyo City for color na me the way for color.
Obiaso just an attire yefe. So we are pam ne.
Oh, they should bring it. We'll do it for them. And I said you dey be no mo and I'm one. No, but let me just say like you shall say 25th. Omo born
you better say 25th. I think according to lawyer Blay no 25th second day no omo be locally eduana na yedi dada no want to say pensa those kind of things it will be there in the streets.
Second is an ancient town.
Yeah, sure.
That ancient town, lawyer Blay cause the lawyer Blay has a laudable idea.
Yeah.
He has a loud mind too. I was thinking all those streets ni na Nkabai na nka ya painting no different colors, yellow. When you go to South Africa, I don't know. Sometimes you sit there and be like, why? We can do this thing. Secondly, apart from fishing, we can't use the sea for anything again. So if the Ghana Gas CEO is coming, at least on university wall, let's get some people to come with boats and things. In Kaomo say, the boys and girls would want to go on a boat ride. Lagos Hope Port Man
Sure.
That is the same thing. So if we have like 3 boats there, when we come around, we pay maybe 100 Ghana cedi. Do you number? Now fan for 30. Within that 30 minutes, we are making 3,000 Ghana cedi. Total, it's just the fuel. And now I 100 Ghana cedi. So because I've been on a boat ride, and I paid almost about 250 or something.
Wow.
It's way quite a bit with your two. And this festive season, because of the government change in our and then my price are down. Cash day, boys. Yeah. I already say cash, no, so no. Christmas, you know, you have pumping to BBA. BBA, because I buy papa, but they see you Christmas and man say that. It is a boat, no, and KB and I will guess bear 5. Say uncle, hey, who guess bear 5? Sorry, Miss Me. Maybe I will guess bear 5 be. Then they are around now.
I beg you, right? So I came in the nutshell, no. You concluded on our convo, why achievement so far now. Obekadeng will come on this.
Oh, so I think that within the 8 years we've done fairly well because when you look at the numbers I've been able to give you, it has never happened before. The numbers, the quota I had.
The 2077, no?
Yeah, I know you made. I know just one module.
Yeah, sure, one module.
CPA, I mentioned 506.
Yeah.
To the Blue Album, we are looking around 4,000 youth within the region. You put you on.
Wow.
Yes, at the moment. And it has never happened before. Just within this few months. We've done fairly well. But I will also encourage the youth in Western region. I think when I came to your other show, I mentioned, say, let's get involved in some of these things. Because I've always told my friends, if you do not have money, and I say if you are not doing well in life, you don't enjoy the nicest things in the world. That's the honest truth. How then do you survive? But once they say when you wake up in the morning, you have something to do. You understand? Yeah. You have something to do. You know, all the places I've actually gone to, I have told the people that, please, if you're a youth, me, I'm for the youth, I'm a young guy, get involved in all the activities we are doing. This year they are in the area, next year we have a lot more coming on board. Get yourself involved. And you'll be making sure, say, we would also make sure, say, we never be on here, also they try as a young man and as a young woman, be I know you're the bema. Let me encourage them. Those are the get to. I'm going to say, there is no hope for you. The Youth Employment Agency office, just as I mentioned, is one of the busiest offices we have in the region. Come there and talk to us. We have people there readily available to listen to you. Take whatever you want. We'll give you some career and guidance, career advice, and some form of guidance. The opposite will be achievable. So please, the youth in Western region, young men and young ladies, come on board next year. Let's drive YEA to maybe I say a drone. Yes.
Okay. Merry Christmas message to you.
Yes. Let me wish my staff a Merry Christmas. And then if you office, they were looking at my face. Hey, director, I'm so don't worry. You say be breaking Mondays, I'll do something for them. Let me also wish my constituency youth organizers Merry Christmas. Some of them at the moment, I've told them that next year we will try and get them something. We wish them a Merry Christmas. And then next year, we know say it's going to be a prosperous year. It's even a prosperous new year. Yeah. But we are hoping that next year will be more prosperous. Yeah. You know, we wish you a more happy Christmas. Okay. And then to my regional executives, I mean, ever since I was appointed, they've been, they've been very supportive to me. Let me also wish my mother, Hajia Ramatu, Judith Mahama, a happy new year. A Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yes.
So yes. A new year.
I have a lot of plans for the year. Hajia Ramatu, Judith Mahama. Yeah. Let me wish you a Merry Christmas. And then you say next year things are going to be well. And my MP, Honorable Imanama Kofi Boa. Yes. When you go to my
Action Man.
Yes, you find an Action Man, and that action. And not just word of mouth. Yes, you know what follows. Let me wish him a happy new year. And I have a team in Elembele, Namini campaign. Yeah. And some of them, I mean, they've had something to do within this year. Let me also wish them a Merry Christmas. They've also been supportive of the journey so far. And you also, let me also thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas, yeah, but let me thank you because ever since my bar office, you've been on me almost every time. Charlie, what is happening? What are we going to do? You have been involved in this process, and your reward will come. And yeah, we're not having reward because I don't know what's even in heaven. But earthly reward and we are going to make sure. Thanks for putting me on. Sure.
Right. Ebusia, this is Lane's multi-purpose dishwashing. Pebi na to obobo pa na bibi to makon Canada mo na pede orders a ye behwuma na da mo de maso na eco supermarket aso to be bi na ato. Fragrance na do doso na colors no so doso. Mepe na ye na ye demo. A restaurant for na do ye choba for no pay. If you for use one of our universities or the bishop on bag moko or the deal or the wash one bowls and they was to be no but Christmas I hope baby fee akoko na na de ye bibia I'm going to better chance in me near the tutu I'm going in able to na wakoma bibia so wako come on them but don't sound we or ye a demand Canada in a few sound my own sound or to my home fine pebi numbers no good screen in the fat na fair na ebe jodo na yetu na ya mobi from na be in pain to ma mefa oye thank you message nkoma me technical team yes koju aboedwuma pa na ma so na karo so etum na aboedwuma nde nyumbe na ye democracy show na ye da bro so yen hia bi me nkopon yadma Tuesday e be se na hia macro bia bye bye.